Hello, Namaskar, Vanakkam, Act 5, Scene 4. This is a small scene, again on the battlefield. And this is a scene of mistaken identity. It's always helpful if you mark each scene by what really happens in that particular scene, ताकि आपको relate करने में आसानी होगी. Okay, so just like the earlier scene was the scene in which Cassius gets killed by Pindarus on his instructions, this particular short scene is a scene of mistaken identity. Now, Lucilius, as I told you, is on the side of Brutus. Okay, so it's always important for you to know who is on whose side, because there are too many characters which come both in this scene and even in the last scene of the play. Brutus, yet countrymen, oh, yet hold up your heads. So he says, fight on, countrymen, keep your heads high. So he is basically trying to motivate and encourage his soldiers to fight the battle well. Cato, the young Cato, he says, what bastard doth not? He says, who would be such a low-born, basically abusing, to give up? Who would really want to give up? Who will go with me? Who will go to fight with me? I will proclaim my name about the field, that I will proclaim my name around the field so that the rival army can hear my name. I am the son of Marcus Cato, an enemy. Foe means an enemy to tyrants, and my country's friend, and a friend to my country. I am the son of Marcus Cato. Brutus says, and I am Brutus, Marcus Brutus, Brutus, my country's friend, know me for Brutus. So he says, know me, that I am Brutus. That's what happens out here. Then this Cato gets killed. Lucilius, know that I am Brutus, and they exit. Lucilius comes. Oh, young and noble Cato, art you down? Why, now thou diest as bravely as Titinius. So he says, have you been killed? You die as bravely as Titinius did, and you being Cato's son will be honored. So he's saying yet another brave soldier has been killed on the battlefield. First soldier, yield or thou diest. So a first soldier enters the scene and he tells to Lucilius, surrender. Yield means surrender or you will be killed. Lucilius says, only I yield to die. I will, he says, I would rather die, but not surrender. He says, there is so much that thou will kill me straight. So he says, here is some money for you to kill me immediately. And then he offers money and he says, kill Brutus and be honored in his death. That you will be honored by the killing if you happen to kill Brutus. Brutus says, the first soldier says, we must not. A noble prisoner. He's a noble prisoner. Now, this first soldier is a soldier of Antony. Okay, he's a soldier of Antony. The second soldier says, make room, tell Antony that Brutus has been taken prisoner. So this is a case of mistaken identity because they think Lucilius is Brutus. Okay, first soldier says, I will tell the news. Here comes the general. Antony enters. So he says, Brutus has been taken captive. Brutus has been taken captive, my lord. Antony says, where is he? Lucilius says, safe. Antony, Brutus is safe. I dare assure thee that no enemy shall ever take alive the noble Brutus, that no one will be able to take Brutus alive, take him captive. The gods defend him from so great a shame, that may the gods protect him from such a shame of being taken captive by the rival army. When you do find him, or alive or dead, he will be found like Brutus, like himself. And when you find him, whether alive or dead, he will be found like Brutus, true to himself, basically to say that you will not be able to take him captive. Antony says, this is not Brutus, friend, telling the two soldiers, but I assure you a price no less in worth. But I can assure you that he is a price equal in worth. That is, this particular soldier, Lucilius, is as important as Brutus. Okay, so keep this man safe. I would rather give him all the kindness. I would rather have such men as my friends than enemies. I would prefer him to have Lucilius as a friend rather than as an enemy. Go on and see whether Brutus is alive or dead, and bring us word unto Octavius' tent how everything is chanced, and bring us a report to Octavius Caesar's tent about how everything has happened. So this is a short scene and they exit. So basically a case of mistaken identity, but Lucilius has been taken captive. The soldiers mistake him for Brutus. Now in the last scene, we will see the death of Brutus and the end of the battle and the end of the play. So I'll see you now in Act 5, Scene 5.